Alright everyone, this is Fun to the Penguin here. We are going to be doing a playthrough of Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and possibly Elden Ring. The point of this run is to take a character from take the same character from each game, and basically have it act like they are traveling through the games themselves each time. The build will be a great club with Lightning Blade and or Sunlight Blade, depending on the game, in 1, 2, and 3 of Dark Souls. And then when I move over to Elden Ring, it will just be the Faith Strength build with the Great Club. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes, and let's go ahead and make the build. We're going to start with the Hunter, or not the Hunter, the Bandit. He has the highest strength and a decent amount of faith for what we're trying to do. Always start with the Master Key unless you want to do something different. But Master Key lets you travel pretty much anywhere in the map without needing the extra key or going to certain places in the game. We'll do large upper body because I'm going to be carrying a giant club. Makes sense. This game definitely has far less customization of the character than the rest of the games, but to be fair, this is only their second game out in this whole series outside of Demon Souls. So, you know, we got what we can get.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death.
And this is in case anybody's ever played this game, so I'm going to let the
light and
cutscenes
dark.
play through.
Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty lords peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Alrighty, here we go. Grab the key, and we just run through here. Normally I don't kill any of the enemies. I don't see a need. So we just basically run down to the end. What we're going to be doing this episode is basically grabbing my armor, grabbing the weapon, and clearing the very first area outside the asylum. Called Undead Burg. And the way I'm doing it means I actually use the master key, which is why we started with it. Fast rolling.
Oh, you. Thank goodness. I'll die soon. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of it when thou ringeth the bell of awakening. Well, now you know. Oh, an Estus flask. Oh. Now I would hate to harm you after death, and thank you.
Technically, we're just walking through there again, but this way. We can do a plunge attack on top of the demon's head. It does a good chunk of his health, which makes, things completely easier. Like, just a good amount easier. He's not a hard boss to begin with, but, taking about half of the boss's health is always a good thing. I kill these enemies here and the one inside here just for a small amount of extra souls. He dropped me something. Dropped me a long sword. Won't be using that at all. One would landed back on top of his head. Never get greedy in these games. Or swimming you guys do it. That's me messing up. Twice. Yeah. No, what doesn't happen? And then I already finished that. Yeah, this takes that. Never beat yourself up if you start getting beat in these games.
only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
There's a lot of things you can also grab here in the beginning, so let's go ahead and grab them. We'll talk to him later. You can talk to him real quick.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Tower. Ring them both, and something happens. Brit, not much to go on, but so off you go. It is.
Look at that, Halloween, special. Perhaps some of the things along the way. You know, them right now, because we have the translucent curse to damage them. We're just grabbing that Firekeeper soul. Lets us heal more with our Estus. I'll show you where to deposit that when we get back up to, we'll come back around to Fire Soul. Here, I'm pretty sure is two translucent curses. Yep. Around the back corner here, that body you see there, I'm pretty positive it's the S top. Yep. Alright. I'm gonna run over here and take this elevator down. That over there is basically telling you there's an NPC down for magic. And we're not going to be using any magic besides Sunlight Spear on this game, too. Or not Sunlight Spear, Sunlight Blade. Sorry, I have some phlegm in my throat, guys. But I will continue through. By killing them, because it'll take me a bit to kill them. Technically, we're not supposed to be down here yet, so this is the time to do the suicide run. But I'm pretty sure I can get down there and back without dying. First, we're going to grab the Great Club, which is the bottom of Light Town. Guarded by 3 of those dudes, but as long as you run the correct route, you should be able to dodge and get back up without dying. It's actually over that corner right there. We're sad we're going to get poison along the way. That should be my large great club right there. There's the weapon for our run. Okay. Now the goal is to get back up without dying. Rolling for now is going to be our best mode of transportation when we're going through the muck. There's a lane we'll get later on that lets us just travel through the muck without, slowing down, but for now, this is the best we can do. Ooh, I just walked right off and killed myself. Yeah, don't ever get toxin. That's what that other bark in Philadelphia was. That will basically, there's no way of living that if you can't make it back to the top of fire lane before it completely kills you. It drains so quickly. We'll be coming back down here later when we're the proper level and properly acquired and equipped for it. fountain right there to the left side. I'm not seeing it's going to be an elevator. We're going to be taking that. Taking a long way around so I don't have to worry about the dragon that comes to Undead Bird. If you know, you know. If not, the big red dragon that makes parts of the game, in the at least early game, a little more difficult than I would like it to be. Let's go ahead and let's raise the bonfire. Rest down. And here's pretty much the best shit in the game. Decent standing recovery. Next we're gonna try to kill him. Oop, nope, he just pushed me off. That's that up pretty bad to get my guys. Oopsie. Luckily, no harm, no foul. So right back here. So I'm trying to kill him again. Not for his weapon, but we get his weapon, it's cool and all, but that's not what we're here to do. We're here to just get the souls from his dead body. It's a decent amount early game. Oop, I'm messing up. It happens. Trying to do is get him to swing at me so I can get behind him and hit him with a backstab. But he is being a little toughy right now. Nope. Cat is a backstab for some reason. Look. Oop. Nope, he pushed me off again. Darn. Yeah, he keeps switching up what he's doing and it's messing me up. Let's just get backstab on here. That was not a bad time. Oh my god. He is definitely beating me down. I have not died this many times to him in a long time. He's definitely being moved back there. Ah, that move. Oh my god. There we go. Actually, kill him. There we go. Took me a few tries, but you know, you stay persistent, you can get anything you really want. And a blue titanite chunk with 1800 souls to begin with. So, yeah, it's a decent amount of souls to start. That's right, it took me a couple deaths, but in the end, the 1800 souls in these early games is pretty worth it. You can get at least 2-3 levels out of that. And right now, we need as many levels as we can get because the Great Club takes a decent amount of stats in the beginning to use. Kill him. These titanite lizards give some upgrade material, so it's nice to kill them along the way. Next up, right now we'll be grabbing the armor I'll be using through the game once I have enough equipment load or / endurance to use it. Right now it will definitely make me medium to heavy roll. That's usually want light roll in this game compared to other games because medium roll is also almost like a fat roll for some reason in this specific game. Oh, that might just kill me. Hit the back triggers to get out of the grab. Ooh. Ooh. No way, where did you come from? Hey, please back up. Alright, I'm not good with this. Okay, so let's kill you. We're in a minute through and apparently he might be farming something. Over here will be the armor set I'm rolling for. Everybody here will definitely, especially those big knights, will kill me. Pass everything here. We're about to get to Andre, your first blacksmith. When you get in here, in this little area here to the right, be careful. There will be a thing called the Titanite Demon. He will hit incredibly hard with it. He might even one-shot you if he uses his jumping attack and lands on top of you. For some reason, its AI likes to make it hit twice. Alright, so those 2 souls we picked up earlier, we're going to use those, or 3 of them. 8 strength, so we technically need 19. So 5 points into strength, and we should be able to use our weapon to start off with. There we go. That should be enough strength for 2-hand. Our club. But now you can see the medium roll, which is not the best. Not that attunement. Let's get another one there. Let's give ourselves some more endurance. So it won't be enough to, slow roll or fast roll, so let's take those off. Nope, still no? Okay, let's try that. Yep, alrighty. So now we're gonna head to Undeadburg. Kill a few enemies before we get there, so let's grab this big guy's attention. There we go. Using drops to tighten that shirt, yep. Over here in this corner will be another Firekeeper soul, which will be handy later on. We're going to be killing a few enemies along the way, so we don't have to worry about getting attacked the entire time. Oop, like that fucking wombo combo there. What's that gonna happen? Some jumps. Which means we're just gonna kill those 3 dudes again and then them in the game. How you kind of react that is get higher poise, which is why we have the Elite Knight armor, but I just don't have the endurance to wear it right now. Excuse me. Alright, so that will prevent it that we get jumped by them when we go down here. We have a specific enemy we want to kill to make sure he doesn't go back here and lock this door, which I think is technically him. Might not be him. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, he will try to shut and lock the door. Which we never want to happen, especially if we want to, go around the edge. But luckily he doesn't respawn. He's just a one-time thing. Watch out for the boar. He can hit really hard. We're going to go down here. Careful when you come down, there'll be 3 rats who can just easily poison you. I think there. He almost poisoned me already. And as I guess as you can see, I've already been poisoned. And they're little sneaky buggers. Just go ahead and climb this ladder. Be able to get a heal off. And these dudes will fall, so you don't have to worry about getting jumped by them. Yeah, that's a quick way to kill them all. There we go. Get him off the ledge so you have time or room to kill him. Do be careful around ledges and cliffs. The enemies can hit through them for some reason. I almost killed myself there. But there we go, we just hit him off. With this gun early game, we can one-shot a lot of things. Right now, our number one goal is to get here. And we've made it. Let's here. Alright everyone, that will be the end of this first episode. We got here to the undead bird. The next episode would be to clear the undead bird. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode.